Do you want to be able to afford the best players and open the best packs in FC24? Go to u7buy.com to buy your EAFC24 coins. It's more economic than buying FC points and just as reliable. They already offer some of the best prices out there, but you can get an additional 6% off using promo code Eli at checkout.
What is up, YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. I have a meta post patch, and it's possibly the best formation as of right now post patch. Tactics, at least to me, this is what I've been using. This is what helped me go 10-0 on qualifiers, what I'm going to be using on actual foot champs this weekend, and it just basically going back to basics. You can't go wrong with going back to basics. Nobody knows how to really defend right now. They're having difficulty because they're used to the auto press, and you can't auto press really right now. So you can auto press a little bit. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. You can. It's just not as effective as before. So I guess I shouldn't say auto press. There is still a press. It's just not as aggressive as it was before, if that makes sense. Like, though, your defenders just don't step up as much as they used to. You can go in there and change the step up instruction, which you can do this, but that basically puts them out of position, right? So, anywho, before I go on a whole rant, the formation I'm talking about is a 4-2-3-1, authentic football to the max. It's one of my favorite formations, always has been. You get a cam. If you love playing with a cam, like right behind your striker as a getting behind striker, this is your formation. You have your right cam and left cam that act like wingers, and you have your two CDMs that help you defend. Now, whenever you do have a higher line, be aware that your center mids just sit higher than normal than they used to, and that's why people are having difficulty defending. So you're gonna have to run back with both CDMs. Just run backwards with them, and don't break apart your back four. That is the way you're gonna learn how to defend. I don't have any gameplay on this video. I will post a gameplay later on, probably today or tomorrow, on how to actually play with this formation. I just wanted to get this out there now so you guys can use this before you play foot champs to see if you actually like it. And I wanted to make a in deep detail on who to play where and all that good stuff. And I gotta go to work in 20 minutes. So yeah, all right, let's get into it. Tactics are as follows: balance, 37 width, 60 depth. This is on old gen. You're going to keep 37 width and 60 depth. If you're on new gen, up this to 40 width and stay at 60 depth. You can go up to like about 63, 65 on new gen if you feel comfortable. But I recommend starting off with 60 just to start off, to get used to the new defensive lack of pressure, I guess I should say, so you can kind of learn how to manually defend yourself and how to manually press. Start off with 60, and then you can up it to 65. Now, if you still want to go back to the 71, you can, by all means. They just don't step up as much as they normally would. You'll still be able to press a little bit, and you get the auto offside trap, but they just aren't as aggressive anymore, if that makes sense. That's going to be on both consoles, but I recommend 3760 for old gen and the other one for new gen. Balance on this. Just because you don't need direct passing right now, you don't need to push your opponent's backline back. Because they're already going to be back, because most people are parking the bus right now. So with the balance instructions, it gives you a mixture of direct passing, forward runs, possession, all that good stuff. So depending on how you're playing, your players are either going to come to you, or they're going to run away from you, or they're going to give you just more passing options for quick 1-2s. More of an authentic football feel if you have balance. Plus the instructions that I have, they actually get the players moving. So I recommend balance. Now, if you don't like the balance chance creation and you want to switch it to direct passing, by all means go ahead and switch it. I just recommend balance. Start off with that. That's what I like, at least. With 47, just a little bit more narrow than normal. It just allows your right cam and left cam they start off wide and then kind of cut inside to give you more supportive runs, to do quick 1-2s, all that good stuff. Players in the box 6, corners and free kicks 1 and 1. I don't recommend upping the players in the box right now until you learn how to actually play this formation very well. Then you could up it to 7, but from there on out I will leave it as is. Instructions, these are very, very important, or players that you need. This is very important. Meta center backs, like I say every video. I know I say F the meta, stay away from people that abuse broken mechanics, yada yada yada, all that good stuff. But with defenders, you need meta defenders. You just need them. Without them, you can't get into a higher ranking. I'm just being honest. If you have a back line of 4 that is not as good as a back line of like Van Dijk and Blanc and stuff like that, that can make a difference from you going 20-0 on foot champs to like 11-9. So just letting you know, Division 3 and above, everybody has meta center backs. You just need them. So 2 meta center backs. Right back, somebody that can defend, attack, that can dribble, because you will use them a lot. Him and your left back, you will use them a lot for those driven passes, over the top through balls, just to carry the ball forward, stuff like that. So your right back can be like Hector Bellerin, Hakimi. Walker's more a defensive minded one, but you can use them too. Klaus, players like that. Left back, same exact concept as the other one. You can use Anu Sinchenko. I got Ashley Cole. You can use Theo Hernandez, Mendy. Those are like the main ones. 2 center mids. You have to have one that's more defensive minded. So like a medium high or a high high on the right side. So for me, that's Declan Rice. This is your destroyer, your more defensive minded center mid. Somebody that's just gonna steal the ball. You're gonna run back with him backwards to try to steal the ball, defend first before they actually get into your center backs, or before they get into your back line of 4, basically. So make sure that they're very, very important, very good defensively, and fast and physical. Basically, a good CDM. Declan Rice, that Conte is pretty decent. Makalele, players like that. Left center mid is going to be more of your box-to-box center mid, so more of an attacking-minded center mid. Somebody that can do Trivelas, that can shoot, that can pass, that can do pinged passes, first-time passes, especially because they're going to get involved a lot, and you need this player to be able to carry the ball, pass the ball around, all that good stuff. Just a good dribbler, a good passer of the ball. Sometimes I can shoot too if you need that, but players like that. So Benacer is who I have. You can play Benacer, you can play Odegaard there, you can play Modric, Bellingham, Frankie de Jong, players like that on this side. Cam is going to be more of a quote-unquote shadow striker, not necessarily a cam. So just put your second striker here. Put a high-medium work rate player here, or a medium work rated player here. Somebody that can make those shadow runs, or those disguise runs after your striker moves out of position. So somebody that can carry the ball, that can shoot, trivela, finesse shots, all the play styles if you can. 5-star weak foot if you can. 5-star skiller if you like skill moves. All that good stuff. Your cam is like your most important player in the team. Just your most important, your ball carrier, your number 10. Just the best player of the team should be right there. Left cam and right cam, just fast, pacey wingers. If you have the Trivelas, I recommend using the Trivelas instead of the finesse shots. Finesse shots are still really good. Let's say if they used to be a 10 out of 10, they just got nerfed to like a 8.5 out of 10. It's not even that bad. But Trivelas, nobody's really expecting you to do Trivelas right now. They're still kind of parking the bus, so I recommend Trivelas. I've always liked Trivelas a little bit more than finesse shots. They kind of go in a little bit easier, so that's why I got Gabriel Jesus on the right and Odegaard to the left. Even though Odegaard would be a perfect cam, I have him on the left for those Trivelas because they go in like, out of 5 shots that I do, they'll go in like 2 or 3 times, so it's not bad. And then your striker, just make sure you try to put a high-low work rated player there, or a high-medium, either or. Just make sure they have a high attacking work rate, so they can kind of make those aggressive runs behind your opponent's back line. If they have a 5-star weak foot preferably, and high shooting stats, and that's fast. Especially that's fast because right now you can hit everybody on counters. You can hit them on quick through balls, and they don't know how to defend that. So for me, that's Aubameyang. Instructions: goalie, nothing. Center backs, nothing. Right back, stay back. Conservative, overlap. Stay back so they don't move out of position. Conservative so you don't get caught on counters so easy and they don't step up without you making them step up. So that way your AI won't make any mistakes for you. And overlap, so when you do go forward, they will be on the overlapping run, so next to the sideline, just to get out of a press, because some people are playing with press after possession loss now. So with the overlap instruction, they're just closer to the sideline, and it's easier to get out of a press and to kind of run down the line, because cutbacks are still very, very important. You can use those to your advantage because people think that they're nerfed, but they are not nerfed. They are still very good. Left back, stay back, conservative, overlap. Both CDMs. Right CDM is going to be cut passing lanes, stay back while attacking, cover center, so you're a more defensive minded one. And your left center mid is cut passing lanes, cover center, balanced attack. Balanced attack, so he's a box-to-box center mid right there, so put a high work rate or a high medium right there. You can flip-flop these, by the way, if you want. I just like to attack more on my left side than my right side, so you can kind of swap those around. Cam is default everything. You don't really need to put anything on here. They will drop a little deep sometimes to pick up the ball. They will get into the box for cross whenever they feel like it's time to go into the box. And they do drift wide every now and then. They kind of free roam. Just let your number 10 just do whatever he needs to do. That's why he needs to be your most important player, because he usually has the best attacking AI, and he can be anywhere he needs to be at all times. Left cam is come back on defense, get into box or cross. Right cam is come back on defense, get into box or cross. Come back on defense so you defend in a 4-4-1-1 and get into box or cross for those cutbacks, because those cutbacks are still very deadly. And then your striker, this is a big one that I changed. Stay central, get in behind, and I put stay forward this time. Stay forward is because he needs to be on your opponent's back lines to hit those counters. You do not need him to be a ball playing striker. You just need him to be a get in behind striker. So with the stay forward instruction, he'll be making those darting runs basically in between Van Dijk and Blanc, because that's like 80% of what people use. He's just going to be making those darting runs, pushing your opponent's back line back, or just making those piercing runs in between the middle, and you just send him a quick through ball, and then that's a goal. But yeah, those are the custom tactics and instructions. I do have a little bit of, not a rant, but I'm going to be opening the Radioactive Cup rewards right after this, and I go on a little bit of like what I've learned as playing the new patch after like 30-40 games playing the new patch. So stay tuned for that. If not, I'll catch you guys on the next one. Peace. Alright guys, let's talk some gameplay while I redeem all of these Radioactive Cup rewards really quickly. Alright, so after playing a good amount of games, finishing up the Radioactive Cup, playing some good amount of games on the higher divisions, what else, playing a draft. What else did I play? I think that's about it. But basically playing in the higher skill rating. Wait, I want to make sure I got all that. Yeah, let's go into the store. Okay, what I did realize is that 71 depth is still kind of there, if that makes sense. It's just not as aggressive anymore. It's just slightly there. It definitely feels nerfed. I got a lot of good rated. I got a lot of good packs. So let me go ahead and open these up. I can't talk. There was a good amount of points that I want to talk about. All right, so 71 depth is still there, but it's not there, if that makes sense. Like it is still noticeable, but not as aggressive as before. Maybe I gotta keep play foot champs to get my final thoughts. I guess this is at the beginning of the patch. What else? The midfield area isn't as congested anymore. I'm gonna get rid of this 84. The midfield area isn't as congested anymore. There is some opportunities to be able to build up through the midfield area, but a lot of people in the higher divisions and the higher skill rating, what they have been doing is still playing a high line and then manually pressing like very aggressive with their center mids. So they try not to give you that much space in the center mid area. Just so keep that aware. I almost want to say that the 3 midfield setups are better than the 2 midfield setups right now if you're trying to build up through the middle. So for example, like my 4-3-3-5 variations, all of the variations I posted, those are pretty good. The 4-2-3-1, the 2 CDMs and a cam, those are pretty good. Who else? The 4-3-2-1 is still gonna be pretty good. It is a glitch formation. It's just a broken formation. That's just what it is. That one's still pretty good. The 4-1-2-1-2 narrow, that one is most likely gonna be pretty good. I'll try that one out soon. 3-5-2 is gonna be pretty good. Just the right mid and left mid, they need to be able to defend a little bit better. How do I want to say this? Like you're gonna have to track back a little bit more, just because they nerfed their defensive availability or something like that, or capability. Their track back. Dang, I'm getting rid of a lot of 84s. I probably should have been putting them in some upgrade SBCs, but I don't care. I'm mostly here for the gameplay, honestly, than the SBCs. Let me see what else did I realize. Finesse shots are still really good. They're just not as overpowered as before, like broken, like where you can kind of shoot from anywhere in the world and they'll go in. Now you kind of have to angle it a little bit more than usual to be able to score the finesse shots. Trevellos are broken. They're just, people aren't going to talk about that. People that are steering away from finesse shots, it's only a matter of time before they're going to switch over to Trevellos. I literally just switched Odegaard to left mid on my 4-2-3-1. custom tactics so I can do Trivelas, because people are kind of giving the space now because they're parking the bus a little bit more since they don't know how to defend properly. So just keep that in mind. They're pressing very aggressively, but then there's some that are basically parking the bus. They're playing with a very, very low defensive line, so Trivelas will be the best way to score against them. What else? Goalkeeper movement, it is still there. I played a handful of people with goalkeeper movements. Now the problem is, or the good thing is, that whenever they do move the goalie, if you shoot the other way, it's going to take longer for them to go back to their original position, if that makes sense. So that's pretty good. You can score some goals like that. You just have to be aware if they move their I thought it was going to be Courtois. If they move their goalie, just pay attention before you shoot. That'll win you some more goals. Cutbacks are still a thing. Cutbacks are, I don't want to say easier to score, but I do want to say easier to score only because people think that you can't do them anymore, but you really can. So cutbacks are still a thing, and that's probably the best way to score, only because finishing in this game is horrendous. It's horrible. You can be one-on-one versus a goalie, and you're probably still gonna miss, and it's just bad. It's just terrible. What else did I notice? Passing is still crap. I'll tell you that from the get-go. Passing is just crap. The play style that's going to be broken and that people are going to end up switching to is going to be the rapid or quick step eventually. Just because if you're not going to be abusing finesse shots all the time, they're going to be abusing through balls, like straight down the middle. So they're going to be doing a lot of the rapid play style pluses, or the little rocket one, the one that runs fast. Is that which one's that one? That one's quick step, yeah. What else? Defending. Damn, I'm gonna get rid of another 84. Defending, what I realized is that you should probably have a balance of two types of center backs. You should probably have a balance of one more bigger type center back. So for me, that's Saliba, one of a big body like a Van Dijk, and then next to him, you should put more of a, I don't want to say a lean center back, but one that kind of can jockey a little bit. I think this is a special card. Portugal, Cam, Bernardo Silva. I have no idea who this is. Is this Nani? Oh, that's pretty cool. That looks really nice, actually. We pack a Nani. Not bad. Put him into a cheeky little Keylor Navas SBC. What else? Yeah, go ahead and put one center back like a Koundé, for example, next to a Van Dijk, and you'll be set. You'll be solid. For me, I got Ben White and Saliba. Pace is king in this new meta, or this new patch, whatever you want to call it. So you got to make sure you have fast, pacey players. You have to, especially center backs. And that was a crappy pack. What else? I think that for the most part is what I've noticed. I'm gonna continue playing these games, and then I'll let you know if I can figure anything else out, or if I missed out anything else. Just let me know down below, and I'll go over it later on. But yep, I'll catch you guys on the next one. Peace.